around the country and internationally. You are with me, Vidalis Njoki, and welcome. The Presbyterian Church of East Africa, Pcea Kariobangi South Parish, hosted an extraordinary and moving Sunday service yesterday, conducted entirely in sign language as profound gesture of embracing inclusivity for persons with disabilities, particularly the deaf community. The service broke traditional norms as all elements, the opening hymns, community announcements, and the main sermon were delivered visually, with interpreters translating spoken word into sign language, and notably, with the main delivery itself being in sign. The initiative was part of the church's international effort to create a fully welcoming environment where all members, regardless of their physical abilities, can participate equally in worship. This commitment specifically addressed the common isolation faced by the deaf and hard of hearing individuals in many mainstream faith institutions.
Hatupigi maendeleo ikuje, lakini ni lazima community ihusishwe katika hayo maendeleo. Kama serikali inaheshimu sheria, wacha ifanye kama vile sheria imesema. Katika article 10 ya constitution inaongea mambo ya public participation.
Church have defended this land from the time it was given. So now si wakati wa kuja kuchukua bila kuhusisha watu wa Rugai. More so, it is even so frustrating that even when public participation was done, ilikuwa selective.
Tukue calm as we advance our agenda ili to protect 152 acres. There is no like 6 acres or 10 acres. We are defending everything.
Nani amewapatia ruhusa? Tuliito kwa public participation, bado. Community iko involved. Kama sisi inajengwa kwetu, watu wa viwanja wa vijana hapo wasi.
And that is a very good initiative. We hope that all the churches can emulate, making sure that all the people feel included. It's a very good initiative that all religious places can emulate. And on to our next news item. Cabinet Secretary for Roads and Transport, Kipchumba Murkomen, has voiced deep concern over the alarming trend of suicide in central region of Kenya, calling for immediate and coordinated rescue efforts to address the mental health crisis. The CS, speaking publicly on the matter, emphasized the need for a targeted intervention to stem the rising number of deaths by suicide, particularly among young men in the region, a trend that has consistently worried mental health experts and local leaders. The central region has, in previous reports, been cited as having one of the highest rates of suicide in the country, often linked to socio-economic pressures, alcoholism, and gender-specific burdens related to masculinity and familial expectations. And in that news item, we've seen that men are the most affected by the suicide rates. We hope that is going to be addressed, and the mental health issue is such a big issue that needs to be addressed. And on to our next news item. a group of lawmakers who have labeled themselves as quote-unquote Kenya Moja are intensifying their attack on the government, publicly accusing President William Ruto of being insincere in the national fight against corruption. The legislators, led by Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna and Embakasi East Member of Parliament Babu Owino, have called on the head of state to walk the talk and take immediate, decisive action against officials implicated in graft. The Kenya Moja camp specifically demanded that President Ruto move beyond rhetoric and ensure that all individuals named in corruption scandals, including those currently serving in the executive branch and the president's inner circle, are promptly arrested and prosecuted. The lawmakers' challenge comes amid growing public skepticism over the government's commitment to accountability, especially following a series of high-profile corruption allegations involving state officials.
Tunaona maovu. Leo hii Apostle tunanyoshewa kidole pale bunge. Na mimi nataka hawa waumini wajue, hiyo kelele yote unasikia ni kutarget hawa bunge hapa.
Instead of seeing the broad-based government, you see the broad-based corruption, BBC. Ukiangalia nyuma yake, unaona pesa kwa e-citizen 40 billion imekulwa. Kwa hivyo rais, ili umalize corruption, you must start with your house.
Huyo mtu ndio bado anatuimbia mambo ya corruption. Apostle, hii kitambo itusaidie. Na waomba, wewe utuletee hizi vitambaa. We want to unravel the issue of corruption once and for all. Hizo hela ambazo mnasema wabunge mnawapatia bribes, hongo. Nyinyi ndio mnapeana hiyo hongo. Kwa hivyo mkishika mjumbe, mshike na ule aliyempa.
Kama kuna mtu corrupt, tunataka ashikwe apelekwe kotini. Lakini si watu kusemekana ati wambunge ni corrupt. Wambunge ti corrupt, yule corrupt achukuliwe apelekwe kotini. Kama corruption iko State House, tunataka tuone watu wakiwekwa ndani.
Hii kikosi ya Kenya Moja ama Kenya Mpya, sasa sisi ndio hawa jamaa Meshak, Shadrach na Abednego. Hatuko watatu, tuko zaidi ya hapo. Lakini ukituangalia, tumezingirwa kila mahali na maadui ambao wanataka kutumaliza. Herode anatokea huku. Saa kidogo Goliathi ametokea pande hii. Nebukadneza ako mbele yetu.
For 20 days sina mshahara. For 20 days siwezi ingia bunge. Siwezi ingia kwa ofisi yangu kwa sababu ya kuuliza maswali ya wanyonge wa mama hawana sauti.
Na sisi vile mnatuona hivi, timu yetu iko na wajumbe karibu 70. Wengine leo wametembea sehemu zingine. Sisi hatuna uoga. Sisi tumeamua tutembee pamoja, tukomboe nchi yetu. Mtatusaidia wananchi?
And on to our next news item. The national debate on the devolution and the education sector has gained a new voice, with former Migori County Woman Representative Dr. Pamela Othiambo urging the government to and education stakeholders to critically weigh the merits and demerits before making any move. Speaking at an education stakeholders forum at Migori Teachers Training College, Dr. Othiambo stressed that the education sector should be treated as a special case, cautioning against any hasty decision that could undermine its stability. Her caution comes in the wake of remarks made by former Prime Minister Raila Odinga during the recent 13th National Devolution Conference in Homa Bay, where he claimed that the time had come to transfer the management of primary and secondary schools from the national government to county government. Dr. Odhiambo pointed to the already devolved health sector as a point of reference, challenging the county governors to first address existing inefficiencies in healthcare delivery before scrambling to control education, a sector which she noted is still stabilizing under the new curriculum.
Education was to be devolved. I think at this point, the question would be, what are the benefits of doing this? What would be the demerits of doing this? Before we rush to decisions and then say, oh, this is bad, this is good. The mess that we are giving as an example in the health sector at the county level, let us talk straight to our governors and our policymakers at the county level. I am aware that those who are in the education sector, especially the teachers, are feeling like, yeah, this education, if it is devolved, then we are finished. The elephant in the house is leadership at the county government level that will take cognizance of the central role that they are supposed to play, as opposed to just doing mediocre work of going to funerals. As at now, I would want to invite all and sundry to think and brainstorm objectively about this issue. Just as we expect President Ruto at the national level to see to it that our education sector is functioning nationally, I think we should also expect the governors to see to it that our health sector is working at the county level, education is established and is supported at the county level. Let us think about this thing critically. I think all governors, you should make sure that you partner with the education sector. And before we point accusing fingers at TSC, we can also empower our teachers at our level here and see to it that they are able to deliver. Are we aware that they don't have labs? Are we aware that they don't have proper classrooms? Are we aware that our children are lacking some little fees so that they are missing lessons? These are the kind of things that the governors need to address. And then, whether devolved or national, education should function and should function well. An idea like this needs a thought. It needs a reasoning. It needs a debate. It needs looking at it very widely to see the merits and the demerits. There is no reason why we should excuse the governors for not utilizing the resources that come to the counties well, and make us fearful that if anything is given to them, it is also going to collapse.
Some people have no agreement. They have wrangles about the education. And then some people feel not comfortable giving the education sector to the county government because even the health sector is not stable yet. So they need to address the issues in the health sector before they take the education sector. We beg all the stakeholders to not allow for the county to collapse. We'll be taking a short break. We will be back with the sports news with me.